outside and do your stuff. But don't forget, I live on the beach and I live in Wales. Look how windy it is. It's absolutely freezing. I found since the update the Lunar Strike locations have changed. And there never used to be one down here, which is nice because as you can see, it's kind of like a lifeguard area. You can park your car, which I've done. I thought I should give you a little tour of how beautiful the beach is where I live. Look good to this now. That is the steelworks. A lot of people say that this town is old positive. Can't really complain. As I put it in my head for the last year. I'm just going to go for a walk towards the park. There's actually another epic strike down here. Windy! I'll show you how the beach is. Really weird looks because people in my top don't have a fucking clue what a GoPro is and what I'm doing. Look at all those chickens! There are a couple of events around here. There's one down there in the middle of the park. I'm not going to go down there because everyone's there and I look weird. There's one, just one beautiful down the edge of the pier. Further up, so I thought I'd show you how beautiful these wonderful beaches and when I go to do my hunts. As you can see, I'm lucky I've got a lot of stops to get resources, and not only that, I find all the way along this beach, it's probably about 3 kilometres long, there's a lot of green drops and stuff, so when it comes to events, beautiful. The only downside is in the summer this is stunning. In the winter it's bloody freezing. So I'll be right back. I'm going to park up and we'll do the epic event. See you in a bit. Okay, back in the warm. As you can see, what behind me, so the beach is behind me, and on the map you can see there's quite a lot on the pier. So behind me where those stops are, there's a pier. I'm not going onto the pier, I will literally get blown away. And the corner here is just the houses behind me, stunning place to live, and the other one is slightly behind me that way, so I thought I'd do this one. So while I'm here, may as well dart that I measured on. Next week there is a monster week, so I'll put it up now while I'm chatting. There are, I think from what I can remember, there's raptor, allosaurus, Utah raptor, spinosaurus. The epics are T-Rex and Sinoceratops and something else, but it's literally got like five legendary dinosaurs, which is absolutely like outstanding. But that means we got more than one attempt, which is brilliant because everyone's like, oh, one attempt, oh, I only got one attempt. But this time it means that you can go for whatever you want. So I think there's Indominus Rex, Spinosuchus, Utah Raptor, Triastronix, and I think that's it. I just realised my camera's on a wonk. Lovely. So today's battle is Lunar New Year Strike. I've done a little bit of a boo-boo again, and I've not researched this before going into it. Typical Eleanor style. But you know what? I think if I research it, I panic. So I thought may as well just go for it. So by the looks of things, they're quite fast. Let me just check what that one. Oh, you can't click on him. That one is a Ramborg GIR. Right, so there's one of these. I don't know how to say it. What's the 115 speed versus a lot of cleanse and swap and invincibility. So we're looking at something that can slow, maybe immune, breakthrough shields. So what I'm going to go for, this is what I mean. Remember the other day when I had no one battling me? Now I got like 1,000,000 people. So something I can slow, break shields, immune. I'm going to put Trio in, Monostegotops, Indoraptor, and I'll go for Spinosuit just because it's quite fast. So here we go. So next week is going to be a busy one. I want to know what all you guys are getting because there's so much choice and there's so many reasons behind it as well. So like a lot of people take into account what level they got now, how close they are to getting other levels. Oh bugger. Well, at least on the next attack we can break the shield at least. Are we faster? Yeah, we are faster. My Triostronics I've been lucky enough to get really good fusions on it, and I've managed to level it up, pardon me, quite well actually. So the Eureka's got the speed up strike. I've got a feeling by the time we get to the end of this event it's going to be a lot higher level, like a lot higher. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to next week. It's going to be really good. You guys let me know what you're getting and why. I'm always interested in finding out other people's reasons and opinions and stuff. It's been a bit slow today. Dinocheirus, let's have a look. Dinocheirus. Minimal speed up, strike and rampage. These are going to be hitting hard towards the end. Really hard. There we are, lovely. One down. How many to go? 6, 7. 7, I think, 7. Sorry guys, I can't battle at the moment, I'm doing something. So we're gonna need, I'm going to go for Trio again. Okay, we're back, it's actually connecting. I'm gonna go for Trio again, and I'm gonna go for Monostego because of the Nullify. I've got a feeling Gany's gonna come up first, I don't know why. But we'll go for that one, and we'll go for that one and that one. I know Spinosuchus is really squishy and I've only got him a level 20, but he's really, oh, oops, I moved the steering wheel. A speed, you can't go wrong with a speed. He will outspeed more stuff. And sometimes if you're just waiting for that last hit. So does Triostronics get affected by instant destruction? Because he's immune, will that affect him? Also, I was thinking the other day, I know cleansing moves, cleanse, instant distract, but what about a defense shattering? Oh, there we are. Because is crippling distraction or instant distraction classed as defense shattering? Is it a defense? I'm not too sure. So it's just about 50-50 here with the galley. Yeah, and of course we missed him. Typical. Impact and run off. Sinoceratops is coming out. So we got a hit off on Sinoceratops. We got a crit, which is brilliant. He can't instant charge straight away, so we'll do another hit. And he's down, and we just got Gallimimus left. So we're guaranteed to get Gallimimus with, may as well fob him off. Otherwise he's going to get 2 hits in on my Monostegotops. Yeah, with Gallimimus we're guaranteed because of the nullifying, so even if he evasive strikes, or where we are, impact and run, it's done now. Because he can't run anywhere. Oh, look at this state of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 of them. I'm just making sure all my leads and stuff are long enough. Where was I now? There. I chose this location because of its prettiness and accessibility, and like I can park my car down this part and there's no problem. And we're back to this one now, so I'm gonna do a try. So yeah, I'm lucky really to live by a beach. I think my town, oh sorry, my finger slipped on the screen, is quite underrated. It's heavily polluted, don't get me wrong, it's heavily polluted because we've got a massive steelworks which is 5 miles long in Margam. So Port Talbot's made up of a couple of areas, Margam being the furthest area east. Let me just kill this one. And it's the steelworks is huge. It's like the biggest steelworks in the UK, I think, and it does span for 5 miles. So basically this town was built around the steelworks. All of the houses that are in Tybark area, which is near Margam, were built for the steelworkers. So we have very beautiful, like 100-year-old houses, terraced houses, all, you know, lined up perfectly and lovely. There's loads of them in Tybark, and you know, they're beautifully built, but they were built for the steelworkers. But one of the downsides of living here is it is heavily polluted, but at the same time we have a beautiful beach. Like back in the day there was a fair down here, like on this pier up behind me. It's been, oh really, Dinokairos is, I'm going to sew him down with the mono. Pardon me. Behind me there used to be a wooden pier built, and there was like a fun fair there. If you Google Aberavon Beach, which is where I am now, oh nice crit, in, you know, 50 years ago, you'll see that the beach used to be like, there was thousands and thousands of people came down here to just have family holidays or bring their children to play. So it used to be really popular. So I don't understand what's happening to my game. I'm sorry. It really froze then. It froze up for me big time. I don't know if it's because I don't have a case on my phone and I'm holding it with my hands. I've got an iPhone X, so the edges of my screen I'm probably touching a little bit with my fingers, and it's moving the screen around. Okay, I keep facing that way for some reason. I don't want to face that way, I want to face this way. So we're back to Sinoceratops. I don't even know what that thing's called. Woohoosaurus, and Kentrosaurus. I think there's a problem with my internet down here. It's quite heavily populated, so the more people using the internet, the more stretched out, I think. A lot of people using 3G and stuff down here. Okay, so I'm going to stick to the same strategy. Triostron is just because it's got the defense chart right now and it's immune. There's a lot of slowing and stunning going on with these creatures, so we'll start with him. We'll get Monostegotops in because it's really good, and we will stick with Spino and Indoraptor just for a bit of speed at the end then if we need to go first. I've still got a little bit of like cold and stuff, guys, so I am sorry if I sound just disgusted, like really megan. But like at the moment I am really enjoying this game, if I'm honest. I can't stop playing. And I think Ludi have done a really good job with keeping it fresh and introducing new creatures and events and, you know, updates into the game as well. I don't know what, I'm going to go for the big hit. Oh, there we are. Went for the big hit, which is great because hopefully now we can get Kentro down in one go. Oh, it's not Kentro. Tajungo, something like that. Tajungosaurus, I think. Right, we still got our buff, so we can do a bit of damage to Sinoceratops. With Trio, I find he either crits loads or like never. It's just one or the other. So we go for a big hit again. Oh, he's going to instant charge probably. No, he didn't. I think Ludia have made these battles a bit easier because in any other situation, someone would have used instant charge there and gone first, obviously. Hopefully we get the crit, and no, we didn't. I was going to say Trio would have taken down all 3. Well, he has taken down all 3. He's a really good asset to a team, in my opinion. He needs a bit more health, but I think if he had more health, he'd be really overpowered. Definitely overpowered. So, for some reason, that battle went easier than the other ones. Oh, do you see that? I'm not in the sea. I'm not in the sea. The map. Let me refresh the map a minute. Hate it when it does this. It does it a lot when I'm in the car. Do you know when I'm trying to like collect resources or stops or chests? It does this, but the map just completely... Oh, there's a dog. There's a Labrador with a stick. Oh, I can't film him. His owner be like, "Who the hell are you?" Back to the game. The screen's still... For some reason I have to exit out a minute. It's just loading back up now. So many old people live in this town, and I don't think they actually like have clocked that I'm sitting here on camera. No one has yet anyway, and there's people all around me. There's cars either side of me. Quite funny, really. Okay, we're on to battle number 5. So Darwin's a bleeder again. What is probably going to happen in this? No, I don't know. I think the highest level comes out last, but this has been changed recently, so I got a feeling that Erlich is going to do a rampage. So they're going to switch then into instant invincibility, or Darwin is going to switch in for the bleed. So I'm going to stick with Trio and go for that. Can anyone remember when Spinod Sutrus was immune? I'm just checking the time. We got plenty of time. When Spinod Sutrus was first created, it was actually immune, and it was so good, like so good. So I got a feeling he's going to, yeah, rampage, and then he's probably going to switch into instant invincibility with the flyer. Nice, we got a crit anyway. If Darwin comes in, he can't bleed us. Yeah, that he is. He's quite fast. Let's have a look at his pin and strike, cleansing, swoop. Okay, so he can't really do much to us, but he can go for a big hit. And he got down in 1. Lovely. So we're on to, what was the last one? Or the flyer. A Rambo. Rambo? I'm gonna call him Rambo for short. I have been trying to research the dinosaur names since I started recording myself, and I've come to the realisation that I'm very bad at pronouncing them, like very bad. I think Triostronix is oh lovely, he's done a 3 kill again, nice one. Down here in the beach at night, all I have to do, because it's a one long road, and as you've seen from the map earlier, there's a very, very long stretch of grass which goes from here to the end of the beach. And you can drive all the way down and you're in range of all of the stops. There's 2 restaurants down here, so there's a cafe and a chip shop. So especially with this new update, you're in plenty of range of a lot of stuff. So it's very easy for me to come down and collect stuff. And I'm going to go with the same team because it's worked really well at the moment, so I'm going to just go with them. Baryonyx seems to spawn down here in evening time. I get a lot of Capro in the evening and a lot of Baryonyx, so I think that's one of the main reasons why my Triostronix is as high as it is. And I think I've been pretty lucky with the fusions. And wasn't there an event where it gives you like tons of posty DNA? So I was really lucky with that as well. Am I going to get the crit this time? Fingers crossed. One hit. No, damn it. Okay, so he's either gonna minimal speed up strike, or he's going to, oh, luckily I went for the defense, shattering. I'm really just too scared to like look inside me because people are watching. Like, I understand that, you know, people like to come down here, but why come down here and just sit in your car and look outside? I know that's exactly... I was thinking, oh, where's he gone? I know that's exactly what I'm doing, but I'm sitting in my car for a reason, because I'm like... Oh, he got me. Because I'm battling. So the only one who's faster than him is Spino. And I can kill him with my small strike, which is brilliant. Was the last one Gallimimus? It was. So now we're going to be in the battle of actually being able to hit the bugger. I'm going to go for the... We've won this anyway, because you know, if we get him, he's done anyway. And did we get him? No. But we've got more on the Stegotops, which can nullify him anyway. So I'm just going to keep smacking him until I get him. Oh, he's going to put him on now. So one more hit him, he's done. Yeah, so there's a couple next to me. They must be in their late 60s. And they're just sitting in the car, staring on the beach.
Ask my accountant about that.
And funnily enough, there are 2 mini dinosaurs right by my car, 2 little birds. Cute. Right, so we're on to the last one. For some reason, there's a has anyone else seen a lot of T-Rex Gen 2? Let me try and click on him. I've seen a load lately. Like, I've seen 4 today. I drove from, well, I didn't drive, I was passenger, from Port Talbot to Swansea, which is about 15-20 minute drive, about 11-12 miles, and I've seen 4 on the way, so I've seen quite a lot of them. So it's the final battle, and for some reason there's a random Dilophosaurus.
Hi there.
So I'm going to stick to the same strat. This battle doesn't seem as hard as the others for some reason, but we'll go for it. That one, that one, that one, that one. So I do think, Ludia, I've listened to our feedback, and at the end of the day, people just want to get out and play this game. And if things are made really difficult, they're not going to want to go out and play. So I understand why it's hard for Ludia as a business to balance, you know, giving out stuff practically for free and making things difficult. Is he gonna? You're probably gonna swap in slow. Yeah, swap in slow. Doesn't work. Sorry, it doesn't work. Yeah, so by making the events easier, it's kind of giving not everyone, but a lot more people the resources, which is really like giving people free resources. But at the same time, by making the battles easier and more accessible and more enjoyable, in turn they'll hold more players anyway, which increases the numbers and obviously the money that they're making from the game. So let's get a crit, is it? Trio, we haven't got many, no. So am I back? Is my increase back yet? Yeah, so I'll boost my attack and see if we can get a good hit on Dilophosaurus. Let's go. I'm just checking the phone is not on silent, because last time I left it on silent and I didn't record anything. So is this the last shot? Yes. Oh, just about. If you noticed as well, my on-screen name has been changed. I've changed it back to my old account name, so my first ever account. I was under the impression that I couldn't use this name anymore because my old account was still there. I had them on my friends list. Well, them. It was not. No, I had my old account on my friends list, and it was still there. Every time I clicked on it, my account was still there. My level, my dinosaurs were still there. So I thought, well, my account is obviously still there. I'm not going to be able to use my name, but I tried to log in to this game using Facebook, and it automatically took me back to my old game. And it said that my old game was was no longer there, and would I want to make a new account. So this just made me think, right, well clearly my old account has been deleted and now I can change my name back. So that's why, if you're wondering, I've changed my name. So we got 5,000 Galley DNA. Back in the day that would have been like gold dust. We got some Tujunga, Werhosaurus. Oh, that is, I don't know how I feel about that, because it's still good, but I've just spent like a couple of my attempts this weekend on getting Sinoceratops. Oh, and that's it, only one epic. So what else I was going to do, guys, is I've got enough bucks. I won this battle in yesterday, so I thought I'd open it on screen for you. And hopefully we can have another go at some Thor hybrids. Oh, I really need that Allo DNA. Any Thor DNA? No, don't know. Onto the rares now. And let's have a look at the epics. Oh, decent again. So I'm going to have probably about 200 odd DNA of something else. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It's a good one. It's not a good one. Never mind. Can't really complain. He was a free incubator from the battles. So yeah, lastly but not least, if you look at my Allosaurus DNA, I was lucky enough, typically off screen, to get 2 80s in the fusion. So I did screenshot one. I missed one completely, but I did screenshot the other one. It's on my Instagram. Let's have a look at the Thor. So we've got almost, so I was hoping for some Thor DNA out of those incubators. We've almost got 3 goes. Let me just check. I was going to say, I think I've requested some Thor DNA from my alliance, but I did this morning, I needed to request more. So we've got 2 attempts. So maybe we can get to 250 today. Let's hope for some, 220s at least. So I'm just going to spin him around, wait a bit, tap, and fingers crossed. Okay, we got a 20. Let's get to 200. At least then that's like a nice round number we can work towards the other one. So I don't count on my luck because I had 2 80s and Allison now. Oh my god. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some Thor DNA. I'm gonna jump out of the car, get some Thor DNA, and I will BRB and we'll try and get this fusion done.